When I get here, I put everyone to bed at 9:30. If anyone has like nighttime meds, we go ahead and take those. Then I basically do laundry, pick up, a little bit of paperwork, try to organize, clean, a lot of bleaching. I set up the chore chart so everyone knows what to do in the morning. And then at 6 o'clock, I wake everybody up after I made breakfast, and everybody eats and does their chore and then starts their day. Good morning. How are you? Good. We're having oatmeal with cranberry orange muffins, okay? Good morning, sunshine. Noreen. All right, I made oatmeal and cranberry orange muffins. Yay! I know. Not really. All right, I'll see you down there, hon. You're welcome. First couple times I got him coffee, he's like, I need more sugar. So he always asks me now in the morning, he says, sugar? I say, yes. There's fruit and oatmeal. I'll set it right there for you.
Yeah.
Did you want some coffee or some breakfast or anything? Both? Okay. Romero is one of our guests that stays outside. I give him his coffee with lots of sugar every morning and some breakfast. And he always will start sweeping and doing stuff before he even eats. He makes sure it's done, so he's a great guy. And we've never asked him to do it, but he just volunteers to. But it's nice to know there's people like that in the world. They'll just volunteer their time like that.
Good home?
Did you sleep okay?
Yeah, yes, I slept pretty good.
Good. Good. Yep, I'm headed home. I'm gonna go chill for a little bit and then take my dog to the park. Because I just had to get a puppy.
Okay.
All right, you guys have a good day.
So last night, we had a Puente employee who had a medical emergency, and this lady, who is one of our guests, was just really quick to recognize that, and she went and got her phone and she called 911, and she made sure that the gal was okay. She was having a seizure. She opened the door for law enforcement to come in. She went back, she helped her up and helped her into the office and sat her down and stayed with her until law enforcement, and then eventually the ambulance arrived. And so we just thought it would be really fun to recognize the fact that she was heroic last night, and we're going to present her with this little La Puente Hero Award.
Hi, Noreen. Hi, Noreen. Hey there. Noreen, on behalf of the La Puente family, we want to give you this little certificate. It's a recognition of a La Puente hero, and it says, presented to Noreen Pearson for her quick action, kindness, and compassion during a La Puente employee medical emergency. You're a hero in our books.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, Noreen. It's really awesome.
Life is about waiting. You wait to be born, and you wait to die. You wait for everything that comes along. And if you're patient, you get rewarded. I remember asking God, I said, I have 10 minutes today, God. You think you could send me some patience? Because I don't have any. He's working on it. He's really working on it.
What's your name?
The course is his name. Course is the name.
My name's Sakina.
Sakina?
Yes.
My name's Samantha, and I've been here for a week, and things are going okay. It's a calm place to be at.
And you're the only one with kids here, it seems like. How's that experience been?
A little bit tough. Just trying to keep them comfortable and going back and forth everywhere with them.
And do y'all have plans for after you leave the shelter?
Yes.
What is your plan, if you wouldn't mind sharing?
Getting back to my home. Making sure it's safe. Yes.
I ran away from home because my son's girlfriend was beating me up and mentally abusing me, and she wouldn't get me my medication. And at that time, I thought I had high blood pressure and all that. And I went from December to July 27th without any medication. I had to do something, so when they were sleeping, I ran away. It's out here.
I got discharged December 11th. I went home for Christmas and New Year's. New Year's, I smoked a joint with my brother. January 5th, I re-enlisted, and the first thing they did was give me a piss test. And then I spent 2 years fighting it. And I still lost. I didn't get kicked out of the Navy. I opted out because I was in E5. And at 10 years, you have to be in E5 to re-enlist. And they took 2 stripes, so I was in E3 again. The Navy was probably the best 10 years of my life so far, you know? And I screwed it up with one wrong decision, you know? But anyways, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of good friends, you know?
I hope and dream that someday my children's books will be published and that I will change lives by sharing the great things that happened to me in my childhood. And I want to transfer that into a story with a happy ending. That's my trademark. I don't let my characters die. I don't let bad people win. My stories always have a happy ending, and I wish life was more like that. Because children need to experience things they may not always get a chance to do. Children are our most precious asset. We can't let them just slip away.
So at 12 p.m., we serve everyone who is a guest here at the shelter. And then at 12:30, out the back gate, we serve anybody who's outside and looking for a to-go meal. Here you go. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Can I get 2 if possible?
Are you giving it to someone else?
Yeah, Paul, I don't know if he's made it back to his tent yet, but that's where I'm going. Thank you.
My last meal, I want to make sure. Perfect. Wow, that worked out way too well.
When someone walks through our door, you know, we kind of do an assessment with them. Basically, we're going to look at where are they right now? Do they have clothing? Do they have, you know, shoes on their feet? Do they have those basic necessities? Next thing we're going to look at is their health. Are they healthy physically? Are they healthy mentally? If they're not healthy, then we are going to make the referrals and try to get them into the appropriate programs so that they can better their health. Then we kind of look at their income situation. Do they have an income? Do they not have an income? What do they need to get an income? We can refer to different places. We work with the Job Service Center. Our outreach program has an employment navigator, and we want to get kind of that income source either flowing or established or verified for them. Sometimes people come to us and they have other issues like they've lost identification, birth certificates, driver's license, ID cards, social security cards. We work with them and the other agencies in order to kind of get those documents back in place so that they can either seek employment or do those applications for housing. Once that income is established and we know they have all the paperwork, then we help them to look for housing. And then ultimately we will transition them into a stable housing and look to our other resources to see that they have what they need in that house. Do they need a bed? Do they need a mattress? Do they need some sheets? Do they need hygiene items? Those types of things.
All right, Eric, I am ready to go.
My name is Graham Hunt, and I'm housing navigator here at La Puente shelter. So my role is basically working with clients in and outside of the shelter, looking for housing resources, basically identifying what are the barriers to this individual being stably housed and trying to connect them with the resources to navigate those barriers. Having fallen in certain instances on hard times myself in my own past, I was very fortunately able to rely on a strong network of friends and family and neighbors who looked out for me and were able to help me navigate those hard times until I was, kind of back on my feet, so to speak. And so now today, to be able to be that friend and that neighbor to other folks in that kind of a situation is what, and to do so in my home community of the San Luis Valley means a great deal to me.
Fire truck goes by, a Dalmatian is hanging out the window. First boy says, "You know what that Dalmatian does? He runs into the burning house and finds the children hiding under the bed and drags them out and saves them." Second boy says, "No, he doesn't. He's mean and vicious and he stands out front. When the people get too close to the fire, he scares them away so the firemen can do their job." Third boy says, No, you both got it wrong." He says, "Well, why did they bring the Dalmatian?" He said, "He's the only one that knows where the fire hydrants are."
So this one has a lot more in it than that one.
We serve as a homeless shelter, obviously, but we're a little bit more than that. We're sometimes people's dining room and living room, and we strive to provide a place where people feel comfortable when they're probably in one of the worst crises of their life, so that they can kind of regroup and get themselves back out there and do what they want to do in life.
Who's hungry?
Barbecue sauce?
No, bro.
Do you need barbecue sauce? Do you want barbecue sauce? Do you want barbecue sauce? Do you want barbecue sauce?
I've stayed here before in the past, and these people here, the staff members, everyone is amazing, and they do everything they can for people that are less fortunate. Thank you, boss man.
You're not going to find another shelter like this. This is one of the best shelters in the country, probably. The staff here is always nice. As long as you treat everybody here with respect, you'll get treated with respect.
John Stowe.
That's great.
You got the Black Lives Matter?
Got it. Looking great.
I'll take that same stuff.
You got it.
They are polite. Thank you guys, you are sweet. You didn't have to give them nothing. They really do have dog food.
Hey.
Thank you.
John, are you here, man? No, he's not there. No? And neither are Dino and Des? Okay, I'll put that back to him. Hey! Hey, we came to bring you dinner, if that's okay. Right. Ambrose! Ambrose!
Thank you.
Of course.
Ambrose.
Ambrose is like, is that for me?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, oh, he's a good boy.
He's gonna follow me now.
I'm glad it's still pretty warm out.
Yeah, I know. Good.
Bye, all.
Bye. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It smells excellent.
Enjoy it, okay?
Me too.
We'll see you. I'll let you know. Hey, we gotta go. It's getting late, too.
Thank you for dinner.
You're welcome. Enjoy, bud.
It's much appreciated.
This guy right here, he organized the dinner.
Thank you for dinner, man.
Of course.
See ya.
See you guys. Be careful. You guys have a good night.
Yeah, be safe, Brian.
Yeah, try to.
You know, if it wasn't Carlos that my boyfriend was hard,
I don't think God lets anything happen in our life without a reason. And I think He makes us strong because there's a challenge coming up. And He knows that we can't do the challenge unless we're strong enough to go through it. And I think that's what this entire thing has been about. I think I had gotten weak and settled in my ways, and He had to shake me up. God knows He did. And He had to show me that I had strength in myself that I didn't know I had. And I never would have found it if it hadn't been for the people here, because they believed in me. When I couldn't believe in myself, they believed in me. And when I reached out, there was love there, and I needed that more than anything. Because I think love heals too, just like laughter. If you got love in your life, you're better off than most.
Yay, next time.
You're so
Hey,
Well, I hope you feel better. All right, you guys have a good night. Well, if I come up in the morning, I'll know where you're at. Okay. And you're not here, okay? All right, night, hon.